This is a new generation of creators.
YouTube just dropped a bombshell, a massive AI revolution that could change the way creators work forever. From your own AI creative sidekick to video generation tools that feel like science fiction, YouTube is betting big. So, is this the birth of a new era for artists? Or the end of human-led creativity? But with all this power comes huge risks, from deepfakes to a fight for trust across the platform. Today, we're breaking down YouTube's $100 billion game plan, from your new AI creative sidekick to the tools that generate video from text.
All right, let's talk about it. YouTube just dropped a bombshell, a massive AI revolution that's about to change everything. Today, we're going to break down exactly what these new tools are, what this means for the future of content, and, yeah, why it all comes down to a $100 billion game plan.
So, to really get what's happening here, you got to start with YouTube's official line. The CEO, Neil Mohan, is making it super clear. This is not about replacing creators. It's about empowering them. This whole idea of AI as a partner, not a replacement, that's the message they are hammering home.
Okay, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with the big picture, then jump into your new AI creative sidekick. We'll look at how you can actually create with AI, but also, and this is crucial, how YouTube plans to protect you from it. Then we'll tackle the crazy new upgrades for live streaming and wrap it all up with the huge money that's at stake here.
All right, so this whole thing was unveiled at their big Made on YouTube event. And look, let's be clear. This isn't just them adding one little feature. Nope. This is a whole suite of AI tools designed for one reason, to keep YouTube on top, while the competition from other platforms is getting, well, seriously intense.
Okay, so let's dive into the main event, the centerpiece of this whole announcement. It's a tool that YouTube is betting will become every creator's personal strategy consultant. Right there, inside the Studio dashboard.
So what exactly is Ask Studio? Well, just think of it like an AI chatbot that lives inside your YouTube studio. The whole point is to stop you from drowning in spreadsheets and raw data. Instead, you can just, ask it questions to figure out how your channel is doing. It's almost like you're having a real conversation with your analytics.
And yeah, their ambition here is pretty obvious. YouTube doesn't want this to be just another boring analytics tool. They want this to be the first place creators go when they need advice, when they're looking for insights, or just figuring out what to do next.
So what can you actually ask this thing? Well, instead of just staring at a graph of view counts, you could ask something really specific, strategic, like, hey, what are 3 topics my audience would actually love to see next? Or even, can you summarize what people are saying in the comments about my editing style? It's all about getting real, actionable insights, not just a bunch of numbers.
All right, now let's get into the really fun stuff, the hands-on tools. I'm talking about the things that are going to completely change how videos are actually made on YouTube right from the ground up. So, first up, video generation. This is wild. Using Google's VO model, you can now generate video clips for your shorts just by typing out what you want to see. The whole process is super simple, and this is the best part, it's free.
But it doesn't stop there, not even close. YouTube is testing a whole bunch of other creative tools. I mean, just look at this list. We're talking about AI that can whip up a first draft of your video for you automatically, or tools that can turn your voice into a full-on song for a short. And get this, one that lets you pop an animated object into a scene just by describing it. This is where it starts to feel a little bit like science fiction, right? But, and you knew there was a but coming. With all this incredible new creative power comes a huge, very public risk, and it's something YouTube has to tackle head-on. We're talking about deepfakes. And here's the thing you just can't get around. The exact same tech that lets you create a cool video background can also be used to fake someone's voice or their face, and that is a massive threat. It's not just about a creator's reputation, it's about the entire platform. So, how is YouTube responding? Well, they've got this 3-part strategy. First, to catch unauthorized deepfakes, they're rolling out a likeness detection tool. Second, to be transparent, they're adding invisible watermarks to AI-generated stuff. And third, to give creators back some control, they're building a system that sounds a lot like Content ID, where you can request to have fakes using your face or voice taken down. Now, this whole AI push isn't just about regular videos. Nope. It's also at the core of what YouTube is calling its biggest upgrade for live streaming ever. This is a huge signal that they're making a serious play to completely dominate the live space.
Then here's exactly why they're betting so big on live. Right now, almost a third of all logged-in viewers are interacting with live streams every single day. That is a massive, super engaged audience, and you better believe YouTube wants to pull them away from their rivals.
I mean, look at this list of updates. This is a direct shot across the bow at platforms like Twitch and TikTok. They are throwing everything at the wall at once, streaming in both horizontal and vertical at the same time, a unified chat for both, interactive mini-games, and even an AI that automatically snips your best live moments into shorts. This is a full-on attack to make YouTube the undisputed king of live content.
Okay, so we've seen all these new tools, all these upgrades, which brings us to the big question. What's really driving this whole AI revolution? Why now? The answer, and this probably won't surprise you, comes down to money.
$100 billion. That is the insane amount of money YouTube has paid out to creators, artists, and media companies in just the last 4 years. We're talking about a massive economy that they absolutely have to protect.
And that number, it pretty much explains everything. All of these tools we've talked about, the AI partner, the video generators, even the deepfake protection, it's all about one thing, really, keeping creators loyal. It's a massive strategic bet to make sure that the next $100 billion from the creator economy flows through YouTube and not to someone else.
Which leaves us with the one big question that's hanging over all of this. We've seen the tools, we've seen the strategy, but we still don't know how it's all going to play out. Are we watching the birth of a new era of super-empowered, AI-assisted artists? Or is this the beginning of the end for creation that's truly led by humans?
So here's the real question. Is this YouTube's biggest leap forward, or the beginning of something we can't control? And the critical fight against deepfakes. It all comes down to one insane number. This is the future of content.